Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran, Kirk, and Jack from PickDawgz. Thank you for joining us here once again. We have four videos for you up on the PickDawgz YouTube channel for Friday, so make sure you check them all out. Get your free picks, guys. Put some bets in, and let's win some money together. Let's slowly warm up for that big Saturday and Sunday that we have ahead. And have in mind, guys, it's the Champions League week next week. So I believe that's 18 games on the schedule, plus Europa League and the Conference League on Thursday. Now is the time to get on those long-term passes, guys. 3-day passes, 7-day passes, month-long passes that will get you covered all the way through this exciting period that we have ahead. And of course, the best thing that you could possibly do is put all three of us together in that 3-for-1 capper promotion. Get all of our premium picks for the duration of your pass. That means a lot of soccer, NBA, NFL as well, guys. I think there's some college football happening and stuff like that. So get on board and let's have some fun this weekend, guys. Now, Kirk, in this video, Bayern is hosting Augsburg. Bayern coming off of a nice winning streak. They were able to connect 5 wins in a row. They looked really well. They haven't conceded a goal in those 5 games, so that's something really good for them because they have been sloppy defensively for pretty much the entire season. And fortunately for them, since they have a very big matchup in the Champions League next week against PSG, they are now playing against Augsburg, the team that scored only 2 goals so far on the road this season.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know too much about the Bundesliga, this is actually a derby. They're both in the state of Bavaria, both teams. So it's always kind of an interesting game. In Munich, it's usually a little bit more one-sided, but I think Bayern's going to come out flying here. On the reverse fixture in Augsburg, I would be a little more careful here in this game, particularly. But since it's in Munich, I'm going to take Bayern to be up at 20 minutes at plus 125. They've scored a lot of goals in the first half and even a lot of them in the first 20 minutes. And Augsburg, they're very vulnerable early on this season. So Bayern to be up after 20 minutes at plus 125 is where the value's at.
Now, Jack, Bayern Munich is still undefeated this season, which is actually a bit surprising because they have looked really, really bad in some spots, and they're scoring twice as many goals on the road than they're scoring at home this season.
Yeah, and we can argue all day with Kirk about what league's the best, what league's the most competitive, blah blah blah. But whatever, I'll leave that there as it is. Fill in
Why
the
are you
blank
smiling so much,
in the
Smiley?
comments. No, but look, you can't tell me this league's competitive when Bayern can barely win a game in the Champions League, but then they can go undefeated in the Bundesliga. Anyway, look, give credit where it's due, though. I mean, Bayern at home have been rock solid. They've not conceded a goal at home in their last 3 games, which is really good considering the way they started the season. But that being said, I'm going with both teams to score here. Like Kirk said, this is a big derby. And this is one of those derbies that I actually really like to watch in the Bundesliga because these two teams, when they play each other, there just seems to be tons of goals. Like I think we've seen 2 5-3s or something like that in the last 3 years. And I think the last time they played was like a 3-1. So I'm going with both teams to score here. It's the underdog side of the line. But the Augsburg on the road haven't been great. But as I said, and as I always say, these derbies, form is out the window. It's just always who turns up on the day and who's got the most motivation to put out 3 points.
Well, I mean, in the 32 games going back to 2008 that these two teams played against each other, Augsburg has won only 5. Now, they haven't beaten Bayern in the last 10 games on the road. Like you said, Bayern very solid at home this season, despite looking really bad in some of those spots. I mean, this is a type of a game where they will just come out and try to get the job done as soon as possible and then focus on the PSG because they do need a win in the Champions League.
That's
And
a big game, yeah.
yeah, it is a big game for both teams. But I mean, the quality is on Bayern's side. There's no doubt about it. They do have some injuries, but even with all the injuries Bayern has, they still have way more depth and quality than Augsburg does. And I do like Augsburg as a team. I think that they have a lot of potential. I think that they're a solid team that can put up a good fight. But in this game, I'm simply taking Bayern -1 in the first half at -122. I think the least we're going to get out of this pick will be a push because I think Bayern will be ahead.
Yay, the famous push.
What do you want? It's a risk-free bet.
He wants me to explain it, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but um, we'll see how this one's gonna go, guys. Should be a good game. I'll be tuning in to watch this one, but thank you for joining us here, guys. We appreciate you having us. And of course, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, feel free to leave a comment on any of these videos. Good luck with all of your bets, and we'll see you soon.